The topic is fire resistance or firefighting. In case of buildings, no building material is perfectly fireproof. Every building contains some material such as furniture, clothing, eatables, etc., which can either easily catch fire or which are vulnerable to fire. The technical interpretation of fire safety of building is to convey the fire resistance of building in terms of hours when subjected to fire of known intensity. A wider interpretation of fire safety may be deemed to cover the following aspects. First, fire prevention and reduction of number of outbreaks of fire. Second, spread of fire both internally and externally. Third aspect is safe exit of any and all occupants in the event of an outbreak of fire. And fourth is fire extinguishing apparatus. These are the some aspects for fire resisting or safety in buildings. Causes of fire. Most fires are caused by carelessness. Most of the fire are caused by carelessness. Common instances of carelessness are careless discarding of lighted end of cigarettes, cigars, matches, and tobacco, smoking in unauthorized places, indifferent maintenance of machinery, including overloading and under over or over lubricating of bearings, general indifference to cleanliness, and incorrect storage of materials. There is no ventilation in godowns, faulty workmanship, and inattention to electrical insulators. Unapproved equipment and layout, inattention of persons concerned with inspection and patrol of the premises under this jurisdiction, and inattention of fire safety regulations. These are the some causes of fire. Fire hazards. What is fire hazards? Hazards mean dangers. Fire safety of buildings should be considered from three aspects, and protection should accordingly be provided against the following three types of fire hazards. First, possibility of loss or damage to life, referred to as personal hazard. Loss of life means personal hazard. Second, possibility of fire occurring and spreading inside the building itself, referred to as internal hazard. If fire is only inside the building. Third, possibility of fire spreading from an adjoining building or buildings or from across a street or road, referred to as exposure hazard. Personal hazard, internal hazard, and exposure hazard. Three types of hazard. Fire load. This is the important term. Fire load is the amount of heat in kilocalories which is liberated per square meter of floor area of any compartment by the combustion of the contents of the building and any combustible part of the building itself. The fire load is determined by multiplying the weight of all combustible material by their calorific values and dividing the floor area under consideration. For example, if a section of a building having an area of 80 square meter, floor area 80 square meter, it has 1200 kilogram of combustible material having a calorific value of 4000 kilocalorie per kg. So fire load is equal to weight of material 1200 into its calorific value is 4000 kilocalorie per kg. 1200 into 4000 upon floor area 80 meter square. Then is equal to 60,000. Fire load is equal to 60,000 kilocalorie per meter square. This is the fire load. Indian Standard Code IS 1641-1960 code grades the fire loads into the following three classes. Three types of fire loads. First is low fire load, not exceeding 2,75,000 kilocalorie per meter square, and as applying generally to domestic buildings, hotels and offices and similar buildings. Second type of load is moderate fire load, exceeding 2,75,000 kilocalorie per meter square, but not exceeding 5,50,000. So, fire load 2,75,000 to 5,50,000 kilocalorie per meter square, applying generally to trading establishment, shops, etc., and factories. Third is high fire load, where the value exceeds 5,50,000 but does not exceed 11 lakhs kilocalorie per meter square. 5,50,000 to 11 lakhs kilocalorie per meter square, applying to fire load, grading to godowns and similar structures. These are the three types of fire load. Different materials having the same weight and the same calorific value may present different hazards. How? On account of their other properties, such as rate of ignition. This is also consideration. Rate of ignition, speed of burning, and liberation of dangerous fumes. Materials are classified for purpose of assessing fire grading under the heading non-hazardous, hazardous, and extra hazardous based on the following characteristics. So materials are on the basis of hazards, three types: non-hazardous, hazardous, and extra hazardous. Characteristics are: first, explosive tendencies; second, high inflammability; third, liability to intensify a fire; fourth is generation of intense heat when burning; fifth characteristic, liability to extend the fire zone; sixth is difficulty to extinguish; and seventh, spontaneous combustion tendencies. These are the characteristics of on the basis of this desired material: hazardous, non-hazardous, or extra hazardous. Now, grading of building according to fire resistance. According to this, type 1 construction means all structural components have 4 hours fire resistance. This is type 1. Type 2 construction, all structural components have 3 hours fire resistance. Type 3 construction, all structural components have only 2 hours fire resistance. And type 4 construction, all structural components have only 1 hour fire resistance. This is the grading of buildings on the basis of resistance of fire. Characteristics of fire resisting materials. Fire resisting building materials. An ideal fire resisting material should possess the following characteristics. First is, the material should not disintegrate under the effect of great heat. Stone, for example, stone, in case of fire, stone is disintegrate. The expansion of the material due to heat should not be such that it leads to instability of the structure of which it forms a part. Third is the contraction of the material due to sudden cooling with water after it has been heated to a high temperature should not be rapid. So cooling should not be rapid. In relation to fire, building materials can be divided into two types. Building materials divided in two types. First is non-combustible material. Second is combustible material. Non-combustible material are those which, if decomposed by heat, will do so with absorption of heat, or if they oxidize. Example, stones and bricks, concrete, clay products, metal, glass, etc. Second is combustible material are those which during fire combine exothermically with oxygen, resulting in evolution a lot of heat and giving rise to flame or glow. Example, wood and wood products, fiber board, straw board, etc. These are the some concept of fire resistance of building and characteristics of building materials and types of fire loads. Thank you.